Man, this feels fucking weird. This is the first time I've probably sat down in front of a camera like this in probably 3 to 4 years, so this is gonna be very weird. Anyway, my name is Wes. I've been playing guitars for about 2 years, and by no means am I a professional musician, but this is gonna be hopefully the first episode of a potential new series where me and a friend of mine, Emid, suggest songs to each other. And usually those will probably be outside of each other's comfort zones. So I've also suggested a song to him. You will be able to find his reaction either down in the description or at the end of the video in the end screens. I will also leave the link to the song in the description. And apart from that, let's get into it. So what we do is before we send the video or the song, we send an introduction that we record beforehand to introduce the artist or like some history behind the artist and what they do as context for the song. As you can see right here, this is Emid's introduction. We're gonna watch this real quick to see what he has to say about the song, and then we're gonna listen to the song.
What's up, Wes? So my song for you is actually a song that is very personal to the artist that we're talking about, who is G-Eazy, and is the song Everything Will Be Okay featuring Kehlani. And actually, I have a cool story about this. I was supposed to go to the concert when this album came out, and I got called in because this is when I worked at the prison, and I sold my backstage passes to a friend who was able to go, and they actually got me this record of the album of When It's Dark Out, which is the record that it is on side 4, right on the bottom, right there.
That's fucking
which is
cool.
pretty awesome. This is a really cool art. G-Eazy's a very, for me, very personal artist that I really have enjoyed for a long time. I have some mixtapes of his in this room from when he was called Generic. I apologize for not muting my phone, but fuck it, it's staying in. He used to be called Generic. And yeah, I've followed G-Eazy way before he was famous, and this was the album that he really became famous for. The song that was played all over the radio came from this album. Many other songs came from this album. This is a beautiful, beautiful album. But this song in particular, Everything Will Be Okay, is a personal reflection of sorts. It's a lot of things getting off of his chest, a lot of demons that he fought with over the years, mentally, thoughts that came into his head. And then the last verse is a story about somebody who meant a lot to him, who changed his life. And I won't spoil it for you, but it's a very good song. It's very, very good. It's one of my favorite songs, period, from G-Eazy. There's a really cool story, and I wish I could find it to send it to you, where he's talking about making the song, and he breaks down, and you can hear it in the last verse that there's a split. You can tell that there is a cut somewhere in there where pieces were recorded separately, as sometimes us artists do. And he broke down and left the studio, and he wasn't going to finish the song, and his engineer or his producer, I don't know which, because he produces a lot of the beats and stuff himself, and then has an engineer come in and kind of mix and master it sometimes, and then other times he has a full producer. I don't remember exactly who it was. Came in and basically gave him the advice, like, this is a song that an artist is remembered for. This is the kind of personal thing that an artist will be remembered for. This is something that you will be remembered for, and you will regret not finishing the song. And you should finish the song. You should get in there, get it off your chest, do it now. This is an important moment in your career to show a different side of you. And he actually goes in and finishes this beautiful song. And the other thing was that he had a couple artists in mind to do the hook, but in the past he's actually called Kehlani. He told Kehlani that the closest thing to having a sister is her. Like, she's the closest thing to that. And he only felt right doing it with her, doing this song with her, and having her beautiful voice on it. And yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. I'm hitting you with a pretty good one. There's not a lot of production in here, honestly. It's a very simple beat. There's very little. I think there's a little more towards the back end. From what I remember, it's not a song that I listen to on the daily. But yeah, enjoy and let me know what you think. I'm excited to see the video. And laters.
Alright, so it seems like it's gonna be, well, not a sob story, but, well, potentially a sob story, but a very heartfelt, very personal, very, yeah, emotional song. So just to preface it, I am probably going to be pausing it quite a bit because English is not my first language and I'm pretty slow with some parts, and luckily we have a lyrics video with this one, so I'll be concentrating on it, and I'll probably come back afterwards to listen to it again another time, right after, to see if I catch anything that I might have missed. And then after that, I'll give a short breakdown of what I thought of it, and I'll be rating the song regarding whether I would skip it if it came by on Spotify or not. Yeah, that's about it. So let's get into it.
Contemplating just who I could have turned out to be. If I'd have stayed on with her, what would amount to me? If I had looked and ain't found what I had found in me. I mean, inside, would they love me, never look down on me? They say, you know, if you loved her, well, then you would have stayed. You could have made a perfect pair that people wouldn't trade. Trade for nothing I did, though I had to chase it. Face it, I wasn't born to live a life basic. They say you turned your back on us just to go and be an artist. What's a promise anyway when someone breaks it? I bet he finally gets a shot and then he wastes it. I bet he don't come back for us when he makes it. And if he do, it be too late, you gotta face it. Cause by then it's someone new you've been replaced with. Old friends I grew up with, the girl I fell in love with. Love or hate me depending on how you judge it.
Alright. Well, like I said, it's gonna be a very personal song. So as you could tell by that, it starts off talking about a relationship, and then, at least I think, about a relationship, and then eventually touches on people doubting him, and then after that, people hating on him for if he would become famous, that he would never come back to where or to the people that he knows. Basically, trying to tear him down, trying to put him into his place, as they would say. Yeah, let's keep playing. I like the I don't know what kind of tuning would be on it, like what kind of effect would be on it, but like the kind of muffled vocals in the back. They kind of add some depth, because otherwise you just have a drum with an 808, I believe, and vocals. But that kind of adds a little bit more depth to it. And the higher pitched ones as well.
I had to wander, I had to go tread my own path. If you don't step in no mud, well then it won't last. The years pass, it's crazy how they go fast. Ask myself questions you have, but that you won't ask. Like you don't even come home enough. Where were you when she was in the hospital, huh? It was only us, and that's deep, and yeah, I know it cuts. But if that gets you, then you're weak, cause we were here and it ain't broken us. Still as close and stay by her side when no one was. Like when she lost her job and everything I broke we was. When she was sick and she needed some taking care of. A 15-year-old shouldered the weight, and when he was scared of the worst, I know that you stay strong. I don't say this enough, but you made me just as proud as you made mom. Yeah, you got some anger, but I
Okay, this is not... I don't know if this is still entirely connected to the first verse, but now it's... I'm sorry, by the way, to pause it in the middle of this. Now it's talking about probably a sister, cause... or brother, I don't know, I couldn't tell. It's talking about how time flies, he's losing track of it, he's taking care of her. So I guess it could be a sister then. So one thing that I didn't catch here is that I thought he had a sister that was in the hospital, but instead it's his mother who's in the hospital and his brother was taking care of her. I didn't catch that the first time, but then again, I don't know anything about this artist, so I couldn't have guessed. So that's fine. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from it. Like I said, I'll be coming back to it later. Look into it a little bit more, probably off camera, and then yeah.
I don't blame you at all. I know I don't call.
Let me go back
How
in
did you
5
make
seconds.
mom? Yeah, you got some anger, but I don't blame you at all. I know I don't call. But you're my brother. I love you.
Brother. Never mind.
In that first grade class, they came and got me. Your mom's outside, say goodbye now to everybody. You all's waiting with all of her things, at least what she could pack. In the time my dad's at work and before he came back. Way too young to comprehend what was happening. Are we going to grandma's? When are we coming back again? Little did I know that we were leaving him by himself. And 10 years have passed before mom sees anybody else. Just us. In middle school, I ain't understand who Melissa was and why she wasn't another man. Biased and confused, they try to explain, but nobody can. Wanted what I thought was normal, she had another plan. Such is life, even if it took time for me to accept it. No longer dad now, but a woman with whom she slept with. Or for the years when a secret was how she kept it. I ain't get it, admittedly, I was skeptic. I came around, happiness I see's what you may have found. And that's what's most important. I don't want to see you breaking down. I want to see you smile, I don't want to see you make a frown. If she loves you, then that's all anybody needs, maybe now. By 05, things have gotten worse. Moved to the basement, deep depression's a rotten curse. Hiding in a dark space, her mind and her body hurts. Becoming more reclusive, and the pill should have been a nurse. So the worse it got, I became more and more afraid. Until one night I went into that room, on the floor she laid. I shook her, she was blue, her skin was cold, and she wasn't breathing. Scream, Melissa, wake up, couldn't fathom that she was leaving. Mom and bro is running down, I screamed, somebody help. Tried pumping her chest, CPR, but it didn't help. Toughest pill to swallow, but with loss, there's forced reflection. While in her life, you made her happy, thank you for the blessing.
Okay, hold up. I'm gonna need to listen back to that verse because I think I caught snippets of it, but I don't want to assume anything without fully understanding it. Okay, so mom decides to end it with the dad, or at least run away, and has an affair with a woman.
With a woman with whom she slept with, or for the years.
Sorry, by the way, for being this slow. I can understand if it'd be annoying to watch, but I am just not that fast with things like this.
When a secret was how she kept it. I ain't get it, admittedly, I was skeptic. I came around, happiness I see's what you may have found. And that's what's most important. I don't want to see you breaking down. I want to see you smile, I don't want to see you make a frown. If she loves you, then that's all anybody needs, maybe now. By 05, things have gotten worse. Moved to the basement, deep depression's a rotten curse. Hiding in a dark space, her mind and her body hurts.
Yeah, okay, wait.
Becoming more reclusive, and the pill should have been a nurse. So the worse it got, I became more and more afraid. Until one night I went into that room, on the floor she laid. I shook her, she was blue, her skin was cold, and she wasn't breathing. Scream, Melissa, wake up, couldn't fathom that she was leaving. Mom and bro is running down, I screamed, somebody help.
Okay, she's not breathing. She was getting depression. But who is she in this case? Man, okay. I'm gonna look into the lyrics real quick because I don't want to get anything wrong right now. Okay. No, I see. So they're talking about, or he's talking about Melissa here, who is the girlfriend of his mom. I see.
Tried pumping her chest, CPR, but it didn't help. Toughest pill to swallow, but with loss, there's forced reflection.
That's really unfortunate.
Made her happy, thank you for the blessing.
I like the breathing room before the chorus came back. Makes you think. Gets you in the mood, I guess, for this. Alright. Yeah. you find that pretty often with heartfelt songs like this, where you just let the instrumentals and all that kind of just take the foreground at some points to create an atmosphere, I guess. Man, that was fucking sad. I probably sound really blunt the way that I'm reacting right now. Usually I'd get more in the mood, but like I said, it feels really weird in front of a camera, so it might seem like I'm not getting into the mood as much. But I think I understood most of that song, and it's hard to fathom what it would be like to, I guess, live your life like that, or to be raised like that, to have to adapt to situations like that. That's a lot to swallow. And like Emmett said, it's a very personal song to him, which you can definitely tell listening to it, and especially reading the lyrics. I really enjoy that song. I don't personally listen to a lot of rap music, only like a small bit, and it's usually pretty emotionally driven, I guess, which is like this, because I like rap music to have a meaning behind it instead of, I guess, your mumble rap, which probably can still have meaning behind it, but just doesn't really interest me as much. But yeah, no, I liked it, and like I said, I would be rating it on whether I would listen to it again or not if it came by on Spotify, and I probably would. So that's my rating. I think that'll do it. If you want to check out Emmett's reaction to the song that I suggested to him, again, make sure to check out the description or right after this at the end screen. If anything was pretty rough watching this, like recording wise, that'll probably be fixed in the next episode if we do one. Other than that, I want to thank you for watching. Make sure to comment whether you have heard this song or not before and what you think of it, or your personal connections with this song. I'd love to read it. Again, make sure to check out the song in the description, and have a great rest of your day.